Hey, Motorman here, and I got both these bikes, if you watch my channel, in just virtually the same week. And this is about the second or third day I've got the bikes, both of them at home, and I'm going to go over the changes I've made so far, probably similar changes to something that you might do or most people might do. And we'll start from top to bottom. Starting with the ST, the first thing I added was this windshield. Now this is the same size as the stock shield. It's 5 inches. But because Freedom Shields puts this little kick out at the top of the windshield, it's absolutely amazing the difference between this and the stock shield. That blocks the wind from just slamming you in the face and buffeting your helmet. Just that little dip. Because the stock shield, I was getting hit like crazy with the wind, but this really does the job. And by the way, if you use the password or the code MOTORMAN and you go to freedomshields.net, you're going to get 10% off. I also added rear crash guards, because without those rear crash guards, if the bike tips over, it could go all the way over and you could actually damage the tip of the fairing. So those rear crash guards, I think, are very important. And of course, motorcycle drop guards. There's one for the front, one for the rear. And with these, even if you drop the bike, I mean, we've experimented with this up to 20 miles per hour sliding across the ground, 0 damage to the motorcycle. They work amazingly well. Of course, on the other side, you've got the front and rear plus. You've got the one under the primary. If it falls on this side, on the left side, without that, yeah, you could bend that primary and it starts to leak oil, and it's going to cost you at least $550 to get that replaced. So motorcycle drop guards, you can go to my website, ridelikeapro.com, and then click on motorcycle drop guards and put in the code RLAP 2022 and get $10 off. Moving on to the Police Electric Glide, I took off that giant police windshield and I got this 9.5-inch Freedom Shield. And this is the tint, I believe they call this the light tint. This is okay if I had the police seat still on the motorcycle, but the police seat was actually a little too high. So I got a seat from a CVO that I purchased and had it reupholstered to match the Icon Revival. So now that windshield is too high. So I've got another Freedom Shield coming that's 6-inch and a clear one, so that when I have the camera mounted on the chin area of the helmet, it'll be looking through the windshield. I also mounted the siren. That's a siren air horn, and that just plugs right in. And we use that in our shows. That's why I have the siren on there, not so I could pull people over. But the air horn does work very well in traffic. Somebody gets in your way, blast that air horn. Next, I go to plug in the amplifier, which mounts on the rear crash guard. And there's a plug under the seat that plugs in, and it doesn't work. I found out that they changed that plug. For 20 years, I've been switching amplifiers and the siren from bike to bike because they're expensive. The amplifier alone is $500, another $400 or $500 for the siren. And I guess in 2021, unbeknownst to me, and in 2022, of course, Harley went with Code 3 equipment instead of Whelen, and that plug just does not fit. I tried really hard looking on the internet for a Code 3 amplifier, so far with 0 luck. Even called the Code 3 company, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They've been supplying these to all the police agencies on 21 and 22 motorcycles. How they could not know what I was talking about is beyond me, but I'll look into it some more. Of course, I told you while it was at the dealership and before I even took delivery, I had a Stage 2 kit put on. And this air filter, which I'm not crazy about the air filter. I may change that. Also, I forgot to mention I put tab mufflers on both bikes. The ones that just came in for the ST, and I'm going to let you hear what they sound like first. I'm going to let you hear the stock, and then you hear what the tab performance mufflers with the medium baffles sound like. I also put in these lights in front, took out the red and blue lights because you can't have those out on the street. I think I got these on eBay for, I don't know, 45, 50 bucks, something like that. They seem to work very well. And I want to remind you, I'm going to be flying out to California. Harley's flying myself and some other YouTubers out to California to test ride the new Nightster 975 and, of course, the Lowrider ST. So there won't be any new YouTube videos out during the week. I'll probably get something up on Saturday showing you exactly what we did out there in California, and I'll give you an idea of what I feel about the 975 and the Lowrider ST. So till then, take care and ride safe.